Hello there, my friends. If you like science fiction today, you will love this book. And you don't really like war as well? Well, I'm sure this book will be extremely delighting for you. Hello guys, how are you doing? My name is Lex. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be talking about I forgot what book we're talking about. No, I'm just kidding. We're talking about Slaughterhouse 5, Kurt Vonnegut's awesome freaking novel. Guys, I really can't say much, but you need to get this book. It's an amazing story about Billy Pilgrim, which takes place in the base. No, it actually takes place in like a span of 80 years or whatever, Billy Pilgrim's life. It's actually really curious how Kurt uses time as a certain construct, you know? We're used to looking at time as a linear timeline or whatever. But what if it wasn't that way? Maybe life is just a series of moments that are overlapping, and when you try to take a look from afar, you look at it as a line, but you get close and you see it's just a cluster of dots of moments that we're living every time. Maybe they're interwoven with one each other and we can navigate them somehow. And we have been in the future and we have been in the past, and the present is a mix of, I don't know, I'm just talking out of my... You know what I mean. But in this novel, we see Billy Pilgrim having some adventures, especially during the Second World War or World War II, whatever. It talks about the bombing of Dresden, which actually Kurt Vonnegut experienced. Kurt Vonnegut was actually in the Dresden bombing, which were supposedly one of the worst events in World War II, and nobody talked about it until like 40 years after the war. I don't know, those documents were top secret and nobody talked about it. And it was like one of the worst crimes there was. A lot of people died just because the Allies decided to bomb Dresden, which, I don't know, was a weird tactic. Well, whatever, that's a discussion for another time. But the book is awesome because it highlights how awful war can be, but in a funny way. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I felt like laughing, and then I was like, no, I'm laughing at a horrible event. What is this? Kurt Vonnegut just plays it way too well, and you just feel you're trapped in there with Billy and jumping across time and meeting aliens. Yes, literally aliens at some point. I don't want to spoil the whole book, but imagine that. It goes from talking about how awful war can be. Why? Because of what people experienced while they were there, what they were suffering, how they lost their friends, the horrible conditions they lived in, and how we could gain some delight in making other people suffer without actually knowing why we were doing it. And I believe that can happen a lot with war. We could just fight without any sense of why we're fighting. That happens a lot. But anyways, Billy Pilgrim goes through all these stories not really knowing what's happening to him while he jumps around in time, falls down into a trench, hits himself, and then passes out, wakes up, and he's 70 years old, when seemingly yesterday he was only 20 whatever. But that was basically what was happening. Only 20-year-olds fighting a war they didn't really believe in, or some did under really weird conditions. I don't know, that's just my grain of salt, take it as you want. But this book can really give you an insight of what war is truly like, with a humoristic sense of Kurt Vonnegut's beautiful prose. He's really a wordsmith, and have a lot of fun just navigating around the adventures of Billy Pilgrim and how he's jumping around time and just getting some beautiful insights, not only in philosophy, also in the cultural things that were going around at that time. I think it's just beautiful, and everyone, I mean, if you like fiction and history, this book's for you, man. You're really gonna love it. I can't say anything else, and it's a small book, so you're gonna have a really delightful time, which isn't gonna take much. Of course, you can always savor it, but you should give it a try. It's a beautiful novel. I think I've got it around here somewhere. Now, actually left it upstairs, but yes, you should read it. This guy, Kurt Vonnegut, I'm actually gonna read Catch-22, see what happens there, but whatever. Guys, I love you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, sub here. I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.